revenge. Somebody might want it now.
Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League takes us to the Queen City of Cincinnati and Paul Brown Stadium right on the banks of the Ohio River. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Come on, set. 18 Davis. Not today, Ron. Not today. Check. Look. Squeeze. Snap.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Running right through him. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Tannehill. And it's complete. Henry. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 46 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. The extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. 30 base. Check. Watch 54. Check. Mike's 54.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he'll wind up losing 5 yards or so on the return, but no matter, they've got the football back.
61. Match box. White.
After the interception, here's Tannehill. He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Von Bell. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones fighting his way home to get the sack. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And he coughed it up. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. A gain there of 21 yards.
Watch his slap, watch his slap.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Hey, echo.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to go down again. Daquan Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. And McManus able to put it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Exit.
2nd and 6. Throwing left side, it's complete. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Hey, wahoo!
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A big play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point from McManus is good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Tannehill. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Here's Tannehill now on 2nd down. And caught by Henry. They'll give him 8 on the play, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
Set, ready, 30 base.
On 2nd down, it's Henry, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
22 jet bombers, 22 jet bombers. Go!
A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 41-yard line. So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. DJ Reader able to record his 5th sack of the season. The Titans on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever.
Right there, 54, right there.
Out of the gun, Tannehill. Flushed out right. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Carl Lawson make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the... Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Aaron Donald, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They'll set up to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Daquan Jones. Giving him once again his third sack of the afternoon. The Bengals bring out their punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. On the return, Jackson. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10.
Got it. 54 right there. Recon, 132 fighter. Hey, Haywood. Let's make these babies cry. Get it.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Bravo!
Watch the twist. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Big dash. Come. Hey, watch it.
Five.
Now it's Tannehill. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Being chased out left.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Come on now.
It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Ready?
Now Tannehill to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it?
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
57, come on. Yo.
Now.
Derrick Henry trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. It's rare that a man his size can at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
On the double. Go. Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Slam. Mike 54. Mike 54. Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Lee Griffin.
From the 50, it's Tannehill. He's going to air one out. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 16-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage.
You don't want no problem.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up
Delta.
2nd and 10. At the 16-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line.
On the
Aaron Donald. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Go. 30 base. 5.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That good for 22 and a 1st down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. 2nd and goal from the 1. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Here's Henry fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Bengals grab it. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get out to the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Here's 2nd and 8. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Set, 8, read.
54. Nice, sweetheart.
Now back to throw. And Tate's got it. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Hey, high 7. Lee Griffin.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was a safety, Kevin Byard, that time, who was able to knock it away. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. 2nd and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. Good starting field position for him as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Tannehill. He goes full extension, and he's got it. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Now it's Henry. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
A 20th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8 on second down now. It's Henry, and he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Cincinnati. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Titans on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll run with Henry. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Make that now 3 straight 2-yard gains. Temptation there certainly to go for this, but I think you have to kick it, right?
The temptation coming from the fantasy owners, right? I mean, there are some that are going to want to kick it because they may have that kicker, but overall, get more yardage, maybe a chance for a touchdown. But no, absolutely not. Run that field goal kicker out there. Kick it. You got to take the chance to take the lead right now. You don't want to put it back on your defense.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And Frank,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. 2nd and long. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Go. Hey, Alpha. Big rip.
They'll look to throw here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
132 fighter. Check 50. Hey, rock it. Go.
He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A first down carry for Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the 38, Tannehill. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. 22 yards there, a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. That's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18.
70, Indy. Hey, Irvin.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. He's going to take off with it. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. Calling no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Here we go on 4th. Tannehill. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball out of the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. On 1st down, Henry. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Up at the 29 now. They'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. 2nd and 1. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Check, Mike. Hey, Sam off.
Crunch time, defense. Check safety, check safety.
They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one 28 yards on the ground. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
So third down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Tannehill now to throw. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And the return will stop right around the 25. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Right there in the middle, 55. Get it.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He completes it to Tate. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
That's good for Bengals.
So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. So for the Titans, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7, and they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, they fall to 6-6 now on the campaign, and they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog. This be the green light, go. Tires burn the pavement. People want to know where Mace, Potts, and Dave went. Still here, still in your ear with a style so hot, you'll see where all the sun rays went. Legs, arms, and head, all being moved in a frenzy. The blends be all the right cred, meaning credentials. Best of both worlds when we rockin' over pearls in the instrumental. Are you ready? Set, jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter rock, turn it up, we giving the show. But can you rock it like rocket fuel? What you talking about, space out your mind? But can you rock it like rockets, fool? That's a close encounter of what kind? When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, the pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate the dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints we rock. We earn 30 years, so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game had veins, we'll insert upheaval the ground. Cause the adrenaline we blend with the sound is our thing. We're leaving the kings of all crowns. Are you ready? Are you set? Then jump to the rhythm as hard as you can go. Keep it steady, to the letter, right? Turn it up, y'all. Keep hard as you can go. Turn it up, y'all peak flow.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Chicago Bears and the Oakland Raiders. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Give the tackle that time to Jordan Whitehead.
36 power. Pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. They were looking for Johnson that time. He's coming off a 3-interception performance last week, so certainly not how he wanted to start here.
Not at all, but this is where a quarterback gets tested. This is where we find out what he has underneath that jersey, because he had a bad game last week. Can he shake off a bad start to this one and start to perform at the level he expects?
57 Mike.
Look at me. Zipper.
On 1st and 10, Jones. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Corey Davis, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Hey. That's me. Stop.
Now Jones going to throw again. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls. 3rd down. Jones looking deep for Adams. Down to 30. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. A huge play there for Chicago. And even 70 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. This is Kenyon Drake, the 4th-year man from Alabama. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
15.
It's now 3rd down and 6.
Hey, wahoo!
Jones now to throw on 3rd down toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now Wilson on first down. And Sanders has got it complete.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 43. They'll run. It's Sanders. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw is Wilson. He's got Smith here. 20! And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Wilson now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Mike Williams, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Raiders have taken the lead. PAT up and good by Rosas, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Come on, set. 30 base. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Smith. Hey. 50 seconds to Mike.
Jones on first down. Looking deep for Adams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The veteran Eric Weddle there to break that one up.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. When they need to play on third down, you kind of know what direction the ball is going, but the defense knew it too.
Yeah, it's a good call because they wanted to put 2 men on him, and they did. Dare him to throw into double coverage. Really what you're saying is, let's see if one of your other receivers can beat us.
57's the mic. Watch 57.
Go.
57's the mic.
Recon.
They'll try and throw for it here. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 45-yard line. Now Drake. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards is the pickup there and a first down for Chicago. Here's Jones throwing on first down. And that's complete to Adams. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
Look at me. Zipper.
On first down, Drake. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Davante Adams with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Let's go,
The Raiders take over 1st and 10.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. This pass finds its way to Williams. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Steps away to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Raider first down, 17 yards. Throwing is Wilson. Complete. Smith has it. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come to 23 seconds to go till halftime.
Hey, 0-0-0. Ricky. 31's the mic. Oh, 31's the mic.
On first down, Wilson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes, and the Raiders have retaken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation, either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On second and a yard. Jones. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll run on first down. Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On second down now, it's Drake. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Able to slither by. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. From the 30 on second down, Jones flush to his right. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
Throwing Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Za'Darius Smith able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. On first down, it's Sanders. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
From the 35 on second down, Wilson eluding the pressure right. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
He's got his man. It's Williams. He's up to 88 yards receiving in the ball game now, and he's got a first down. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. He's got the first down inside the 10. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Before a running back, that kind of encompasses everything right there. Terrific run, but he almost gets into the end zone. Remember, almost. Didn't quite get there. Most running backs I know, they don't want to come out of the game now. They're screaming to the bench, call it again. I want to get into the end zone.
Squeeze, down low. Run. He's down right here. Down to the right.
And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now on first down, Drake again. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
64, reach. 58, come on. Good. Ready?
From the gun, Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler, Eric Weddle. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw.
Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Past the 20. And they will finally stop him, but a great return. Gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. On first down, Drake. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Now Jones to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another run here with Sanders. And he's got room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. He gets this one to Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now Jones, a big spot for the rookie from Duke. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Go. 90 Wolf. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. 22 Jet Bombers. 22 Jet Bombers. Hey, Haywood. Go. Deep grip. Deep grip.
On 2nd and 9. Jones. And that's going to be intercepted. Taken by the Pro Bowler Eric Weddle. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. Another incompletion would certainly be ideal defensively. A big play now. This is 3rd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got a man. It's Williams. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Wilson has got it to Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run on 1st down. It's Sanders. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Now Wilson. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now Jones throwing again, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Bravo! Hey!
Back to throw. Jones. He finds Corey Davis. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. Jones now throwing on 4th down. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 2017 All-Pro Darius Slay there in coverage, knocking it away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Hey, Delta.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I'm coming after you.
Now.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
Let's go.
Here's Jones to throw again. Flush to his right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Partner, I know the ball security is preached like crazy, but every now and then you've got to know when to get rid of the football and save a little bit of yardage if you're a quarterback.
Because now if you're the offensive coordinator, what does it do if it was 3rd and 10 versus 3rd and much longer as it is now?
Yeah, it changes everything in terms of play calling and the pressure you might expect to face on the very next down. Had to throw the ball away and save the yardage. He didn't get it done.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
Hey, Foxtrot.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Yo, go.
58
Now.
Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So this one, a victory for the Oakland Raiders, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
so for Oakland, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Bears, it was a good first month, but they'll fall to 4-1 as they suffer their first loss. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.